Hello everybody, this is Tyrannex. Welcome to the second episode of my Minecart network project. For those who are new, this is hopefully going to be a longer series where I try to build a fully automated Minecart network that includes stations for players as well as storage rooms and farms and everything else that would require item transport. There's a full introduction in my first episode if you would like to watch. Okay, what did I do since last episode? Obviously, the first thing you'll see is this here. I thought it might be a good idea to show some progress report in one view. So I will just switch on and off lights here when I have something done. So if I have no lights on, I haven't even started building it yet. If the first light is on, I have some first version that's working. Yellow will mean that it's mostly working with all the important features available, and green should be completely working. Okay, first things first, I built a Minecart track selector already. This was the simplest of all. I just used my selector panel I built. There's a video of it on my channel if you were interested. And ideally the outputs of this selector panel is exactly what I need here for building a track selector. So we can just name those destination A to infinite, all letters in the alphabet or whatever, as many as you have, and that's just gonna dispense one item that will later land in our messenger cart, which will select the track at the junctions. So I can just select here whatever I want, destination C. That's gonna unpower this comparator here, and once this line is unpowered, it will this dispenser or this dropper will drop a destination C book. So when this is going to be connected to the Minecart launcher, so once you launch Minecart or the farm launches a Minecart, it will take this book it gets from the selector and place it into the messenger cart. And I already built the loader and launcher. Let me show you that. That is just right beside here. That's also very simple. I think we could even compact it a bit further. So this is the button which the player presses, or the farm activates automatically to launch the minecart. And here the book will enter for the destination. Currently there's just cobblestone, but for example we can just, if there would be only one destination, then you could just leave always the one book in here, one type of book. So if this station would be for a player, you just enter, press a button, it launches the messenger cart, and it sends it just in front of you. It just waits. So this is really simple, and I think it's almost everything we need already. So that's awesome. Now let's combine these two things. I have made some pillars here for testing. This is both combined, the selector and the launcher and loader. So now what we can do, oh yeah, and there is the first version of the junction that we built. I just attached it at the end. So we can select, I think destination A and B is here. A and B is available if I'm not mistaken. Let's try that. So we currently have selected destination A. Then let me hop in here. And I think oh, that's already broken. Oh no, that was just a bigger delay. Moment, let me turn on the sound. This is pretty loud. There we go. Oh yeah, well, you can see it from here already. Seems to be working. Let me hop in again so we can see it in the first person view. Although, let's already select another destination to see whether we end up on the right instead of the left, as I just have seen. So, cart waits until this guy is loaded. It takes a while because there's a water stream transporting that book over there. Now I get stopped here, so this guy can select the right track, and it just sends me on the way. And we are on the way to destination B together with our messenger cart. Okay. But we need a few improvements to our junction, which I have been working on. So, most of all, this was just the very first version, which is quite big, so I managed to compact it quite significantly. And I have already prepared it for 2-directional junctions by placing all the redstone on the left side, because here on the right side, I'm sorry, on the left side there will be the tracks for the return route, so we need this side free. And I managed to place this dropper from below. That also seems to work to fill a minecart from below, and we could save 1 block space here for the item sorter here. So that's really good, because you will see later we will need this design copied several times, and so it will get quite big. Now, as you have seen in my first test, we have to let the messenger cart go through and let an item be sucked out, but the payload or the player itself shouldn't be stopped by this piston here, or should not get any items sucked out. So this is what I tried here. We have the normal loader launcher system, and I will just get this underway. I will get stopped here while this guy selects the destination. I just skip over those and get on the way. So that is one very important component, otherwise we will just bump into the messenger cart. And I think we really require here a piston and not just a unpowered track, because if you have very much momentum, you sometimes, even with an unpowered track, you drive a bit further. And yeah, this will also prevent items from getting sucked out by this hopper here. I'll just set this junction here so that the second car that comes in goes this direction and the same destination. Now, this is only one way, so if we have a fully automated minecart system, we need it to be 2-directional or bi-directional. I have built a small bare bones version where I can just see how we gonna make the junctions. So what we want is that no matter from which direction the cart comes, it can choose in every direction, left or right. So it comes from here, it can go to this direction or this direction by setting this junction here and here. And of course we always have we always drive on the right side, like we do in public traffic. Here we also can go either straight or by setting this junction to this direction. However, we have to set this one back, because the one is required when you go from this side. So this has to be put it back into its original position after a while. And this one's therefore a little bit easier again. We just set this junction, we either end up there or here. Okay, so I took this design for this type of junction, our contraption for the track selection, and combined both here, and just copied the design 3 times over. And let's try this. It should be working. So, wait a minute. Yeah, we should probably put just a normal messenger cart here with destination A. That is over there. So we'll get stopped here. It should set the junction accordingly. Goes to A. Now let's send it to B once. and should go to the right. And it's just like before, it sucks out the book, uses an item sorter to determine which book it is, whether it's A or B or whatever station you have, and spews it back into the cart with this dropper and then below. So that went there. So that's really working well, I think. Let's try from this side, go back to station C where we came from before. And that works just the same. It sets this junction there, just temporarily, and sets it back again. Unfortunately it got quite big, but at least it's, I think, all we need. Perhaps we need some module attached for traffic control in case there is more than one cart incoming at once. Also, I'm not sure what's gonna happen if we have a cart incoming here and another cart incoming here or here at the same time. That is at least gonna mess up here if we have one incoming from here and one incoming from here, and both will head. One will head this direction, one will head this direction, because we set this temporarily. This is the circuit for this temporary switch of this junction. Well, yeah. I think I'm going to make some sort of junction lock, where as soon as a cart is incoming and it's in the track selection timing here, it will lock these pistons here until the cart is finished passing the junction. So that will be required for version 0.4, I guess. Yeah, that's all I've got so far. I'll cut the video here and check if I have missed something. Alright, I think I didn't miss anything, and I hope I didn't speak too quickly there or went into much detail. Otherwise let me know, and I will try to improve myself. Always hoping for some good feedback there. For the next episode, I guess we need to look into this junction locking, so that we don't have minecarts simultaneously going through the junction, and think around a little bit with traffic control, so that we don't have minecarts bumping into each other and screwing up the system. I think that is the most important issue to solve for it to work reliably. And after that, I guess we could start building the first of the stations, player stations, item sinks, item source. And then, maybe 2 or 3 episodes in the future, I would probably build a huge test bed where we have some example farms and example stations, and then we just completely implement this system there and see how it's running. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys will join me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.